Welcome to my first ZEPETOR class video. These are the tools I'll be using, and I hope my video helps you make better Zepeto items. Thank you. Let's start. Now this is the first screen you'll be seeing when you first open Marvelous Designer. This is the 2D window here where we make 2D patterns, and this is the 3D window where we see how the patterns work around on the avatar we bring and how it works when we press simulation. We need a base avatar to work on, so I'll move to Maya and get the Zepeto avatar prepared. So this is Maya. Actually, it's Maya LT, which is a lighter version of Maya, but for Zepeto, either program doesn't matter, so I'll just use Maya LT because I'm used to it. I'll bring the base Zepeto mask here, which I already downloaded from the official Zepeto studio. Let's wait, and there we go, we have the base mask here. If you click here, you can see the mask and the hips. I'll go to shadings and then X-ray joints, then we'll be able to see the hips as well. There we go. The mask and the hips. Now the mask and hips both seem to be inside a folder together. We don't need that. So I'm going to click on both mask and hips and move it outside the folder and just delete that. Like that. One important thing here, you can see that the base mask is in a T-pose right now, but for Marvelous Designer, we need both the T-pose and the A-pose. Because when we make the clothing item on Marvelous Designer, the item shape becomes much more prettier and much more realistic and natural when made on an avatar that is in an A pose. But we also need the T pose because after we finish making the clothing item and bring it back to Maya or Blender or whatever 3D program you use, it's much more easier to edit the clothing item and rig it on the bone in a T-pose. So we will be exporting the avatar in both poses. Select both mask and hips and go to Files and Export. Export as FBX here. Name it something like mask and T-pose. And save it. So we're done with that. Now I will rotate the joints a bit to make the avatar in A pose. Zepeto already specified the rotation angles to make the A pose on their studio website, so we're going to follow this instruction. I'll start with this joint right here, which is the left shoulder joint, and this one here as well, which is the right shoulder joint. I'll select these two at the same time by holding the Shift key on my keyboard. There, I selected both, and I go to Channel Box, find Rotate C, and I'll type in -7.5. There we go. See how the shoulders are lowered a bit? Now I'll do the same with the upper arm joint. I'll select both sides of the upper arm joint, go to Channel Box, and this time I'll type in -40 on Rotate C. And there we go, we have the A pose ready. See how it's shaped as the alphabet A? Again, I'll select both mask and hips, go to File, Export as FBX, and I'll save it as mask A pose this time. Saved. Now we have the avatar in both T pose and A pose ready to use in Marvelous Designer. So let's go back to Marvelous Designer now. I'll bring the T pose mask first to this 3D window. Go to File tab, Import FBX, find the mask T pose we saved before, There we go. Mask T-pose. And open it. When you see this pop-up window here, make sure you check on automatically add arrangement points and make sure it's centimeters. Click on OK and the avatar will show up. We have the Zepeto base mask in Marvelous Designer. Let me widen the screen a bit for me to explain. There we go. Now Marvelous Designer has its own default setting of the view controls, but if you are uncomfortable with this and you want to change it the way you want to control it, you can always go to Settings. Go to Settings, Preferences, and View Controls. Click on this tab here and select Maya. Then you'll have the same view controls, exactly the same as Maya. Well, I'll just change mine to user presets because I set it the way I'm comfortable with. Oh, and while we're in preferences, check the 3D tab and make sure that default arrangement shape type is set to curved and default arrangement point size is set as 12.0. Make sure these are set this way and you can close it now. Okay, back to the main screen. In the toolbox, look for Show Arrangement Points. Click on it. We'll be able to see these blue dots surrounding the avatar. This is because when we imported this avatar, we checked on the box named Automatically Add Arrangement Points. Well, we'll hide it for now. And we will save this avatar into the program so that we don't have to open it every time we try to use Marvelous Designer. Go to File, Save As, Avatar. Now look for this folder here. Look for this folder in this order. In Avatar. And make a new Zepeto folder. I already made mine here. If you don't have it, make sure you make a new folder. Go to Zepeto folder. And name this mask T-pose, or whatever way you can recognize it. Save it, and we'll see if it's saved properly into the program. Double click this avatar tab and you'll see that there's a Zepeto folder made, and we have the T-pose avatar ready inside the folder. Yay! Now we need to save the arrangement points information in this T-pose so that we can use it for A-pose. Go to Avatar, Avatar Editor, and move to Arrangement. We can see these list of arrangement information apply to this avatar here, and also the point information as well. Look for the save icon, click on it, and save it as place. And we'll do the same with the point information. Save it as point this time. Save it. When you're done with all that, you can exit the avatar editor window. So we're all set with the T-pose avatar. Now let's move on to work on the A-pose avatar. Again, go to File, Import, FBX, select the A-pose avatar, open it, and this time do not check the automatically add arrangement points. This is the only difference from the T-pose. Because we did not check on the box automatically add arrangement points when we imported this avatar, even though we click on show arrangement points, the blue dots will not show up. So what we're going to do is we are going to apply the T-pose avatar's arrangement point information on this A-pose avatar. Go to Avatar tab, Avatar Editor. See how there's no information here this time? We need to bring out the information we saved earlier. Select the file we saved earlier, open it, And see how it's listed now? We do the same for point. Look for the file we saved earlier, select it, open it, and it's listed too. Now we have the T-pose arrangement file information applied on the A-pose avatar as well. But we have to fix it a bit. Because this arrangement file information was fit for the T-pose, we have to make it fit for the A-pose, especially the arm and the wrist. Select the green tube, rotate it according to the arm angle, and move it over the arm. Do the same with the wrist. Rotate it and adjust it to the wrist part. We do the same on the other side. Rotate, and you can pull it down, clicking on the gizmo. Do the same with the wrist again. There we go. Now it looks fit for the A pose. I'll just move this a little bit. There. Now we're done. Yay! Let's check if the arrangement point information is well applied on the avatar. Click on Show Arrangement Points. We can see the blue dots are surrounding around the avatar now. Click on Show Bounding Volumes. The green tube is well surrounding the avatar as well. So we're done here. We can now save the A pose as well. Go to File, Save As, Avatar, and save it as Mask A pose this time. Click on Save. And there we go. We have the A pose avatar inside the Zepeto folder next to the T pose. Yay! If you want to switch from pose to pose, right-click on the pose you want to switch to, add to workspace, and check on the box Load as Morph Target, and click on OK. And see how it's switched to T-pose now? Easy peasy, right? So we're done here setting the avatars. Now let's move on to making patterns.